The US government is considering whether to break up Google. Many believe that Google's power has become too great and that they are manipulating what we search, read, watch, and that it is changing our behaviour and capacity for individual thought. Google has been involved in over 24 large court cases where it has been accused to have breached privacy, manipulated advertising results, unfairly used market power, and has been unethical in dealings over intellectual property. And the reality is, if I upload this video to YouTube, Google will immediately know what I've said. However, a 2018 survey from the Reputation Institute, a private company, ranked Google third behind only Rolex and Lego as the world's most reputable companies. This highlights that a company drives its reputation through how it influences its stakeholders. Reputation may not be as heavily influenced by public discussion as many people think. Have any of you sold your Volkswagen car because you were angry at their emissions scandal? Have you deleted your Facebook account following the Cambridge Analytica scandal? Do we simply forget or forgive easily? Whether you are a large or small company, the key steps for managing your reputation remain the same. The first step, and many organisations fail at step one, is taking a step outside your cultural bubble. How are your company's products or services actually perceived in the market? Do you know through talking with customers, suppliers and other stakeholders whether you are respected and liked? How many Australian financial institutions have done this? You need to understand the relevance of different reputation drivers. These drivers include aspects like leadership, governance, innovation, and the products or services the organisation delivers. Once you have decided on the weighting of your drivers, you must develop a strategic plan. To implement the plan, you need to closely monitor lead and lag indicators through mediums like social media, market research, reviews, and talking directly with your stakeholders. Each driver should be managed independently while recognising they are intrinsically linked. If your governance is poor, you need to look at your leadership and your workplace culture, but different mechanisms will be required to manage your reputation drivers. As an accountant, two key areas you should focus on are transparency and trust. If you don't deliver on the first, you can't achieve the second. Facebook didn't lose trust with its users through our data being collected. Whether we take notice of the privacy terms and conditions or not, we still have to click that box. But what annoyed us was how Facebook used that data and that they were not transparent about it with us. What Cambridge Analytica was doing might or might not have been legal, but we were completely unaware, and that was the issue. Trust can have significant effects on an organisation. Both Google and Facebook are facing calls to be broken up as companies. Superannuation funds and banks in Australia have collapsed as we move our money to not-for-profit superannuation funds. We no longer trust banks to act in our best interest. Many donors will never again give money to Oxfam after the Haiti scandal where Oxfam employees were found to have been soliciting girls as young as 12 years old for sex. Oxfam destroyed trust when it was found that they investigated the claims and then tried to cover up the issue so that stakeholders didn't find out. To recap, as an individual or an organisation, if you act without concealment or deception, you are transparent. Your stakeholders have to believe that you can be trusted through your actions. An expensive advertisement is not enough. When scandals do occur, organisations are forced to increase their transparency. Interestingly, recent studies such as the Edelman Trust Barometer show that even with increasing transparency, trust is still declining. Businesses are publishing more information than ever before on non-financial performance. However, when companies change focus to cut costs through actions like outsourcing, reduce the quality of their products to increase profitability, or pay their CEOs enormous bonuses, issues will occur. Australia Post Chairman John Stanhope sums it up best. At the end of the day, when you sit in the boardroom, are you just talking about the financials, or are you really talking about all the stakeholders? I think there's not a lot of walking the talk.